And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Dyson Sphere. And I'm still on my Metal Mecha planet here. There's one other thing, one last item that I would like to craft here. Since we have so much iron and copper on this planet, and silicon for that matter, I think I want to try to get circuits and maybe processors here. I don't know that if I can do optical or quantum chips. This might be that might be trouble. It would be nice to be able to do that. The phased glass is the tough part. It takes those crystals, which, I mean, we have the ability to do that, but a crap ton of hydrogen. And we don't really have a whole lot of hydrogen production on this planet as yet. Nor do we have the ability to produce a lot of it. I mean, yeah, I mean, we're making a little bit of hydrogen with our graphene, but not nearly enough to maybe kickstart quantum chips. Maybe. Yeah, see, that's 12 hydrogen per craft. That's a lot of hydrogen. But going down this line, we need to start with somewhere. So circuit boards is it. I've got down here, I've redid the iron. I've got these two big banks of iron going. This bottom one now is the one that's feeding into our extra motors. And then this top one we have available for circuitry. And so up here, we have a lot of copper available. We got this giant one here. This giant one here. There's a couple other ones. There's another big one right there. So there's tons and tons of copper around here. So I would like to set up something. Let's see. Where do we want to go with this? We're going to go this way. Well, let's leave ourselves in one more gap. So we're going to go this way with it. 1, 2, 3. This will be the actual ore. 1, 2, 3, and this will be the output from that one. Okay, so as far as this goes, smelter here with copper in mind. And again, if we want to copy and paste this, we want these to be to one side. And I'm going to even do that to this. So we don't need to do that. Okay, so there's one. If I want to copy that, I can just rotate it like that, and it's all good. Okay, now the trick is going to be getting all the good stuff out of here. This goes in there. This is going to come out here. Push in there. Let's come out here. Push in there. I'm hoping all of those combined will max that blue belt out. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so that is the end. I'm sure as the developers work on the game, they will add, a bunch of quality of life stuff to the game, little features, because, I mean, they are working on some quality of life things. So who knows what their plans are, but I'm sure that they're going to want to make it enjoyable to play. Lessons learned from Factorio. The easier you get it to play, the better. And of course, I'm missing. Can I squeeze one? Oh, really? How about here? want to get these. Yeah, see, there's this one right there. There's a gap right there. So when that works, can I? Yeah, see, I have to offset this one. As long as they're all red, then we're good. I mean, they don't have power right now, for sure. Because I would like to possibly maybe add a second one of these. So, we're going to have you. We don't need you or you. Since I've got the spacing already. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. One, two, three, 6. Ah! I did it again. This is one quality of life thing I really wish. Is you could just click and drag and they would be spaced automatically. That would be nice. I would say that would be very nice. We gotta offset this one over. I think these can be right in line. Still all red blinky blinkiness. All right. So over here we have ourselves another potential. Maybe coming up at it from this direction would be better. Ooh, those are quite spaced apart. There we go. And then up here. Okay, 3. I don't know if 3 is going to cut it, but we can certainly try. Okay. If need be, we can put another miner on that. That should be plenty of copper for circuits and all sorts of things. We'll check our power situation. Power is still doing phenomenally. And the other thing I'd like to do a quick update. I built a little crafting system over here. Just a little. This is a little thing to make me some belt, because I was running out of belt, believe it or not. Good times. Since we have all of the ingredients over here anyway, I was like, you know what, might as well have some belt in the area. I mean, it doesn't craft fast, but it's consistent. I've got plenty of those still. Am I seriously down to only 5? Oh no, 342. Okay, good. This stopped because this filled up. Oh, I actually want a few more of those. So, circuits should be easy. We need, this is 1 every second, so this actually is pretty good. So, because it uses 2 iron, we can only put 15 crafters on a line. All right? So that is only half of a blue belt worth of copper use. A full blue belt of iron, but only half of a copper. The processors, let's see, something in here used extra copper. I think it was this, yeah. So this uses extra copper. So if we combine all of these, which is 2 per second, so 30 or 15 of these is going to be 60 per minute. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's 120 a minute, isn't it? If this is going full blast, it's going to produce 2 circuits. So that will fill up. That should fill up a blue belt. Okay. So a full blue belt worth of iron is going to be a full blue belt worth of circuits. If we get down to processors, we're going to need to craft up a lot of silicon, like a full-fledged blue belt worth of silicon, which is going to be 2 banks. Yeah, that's going to be 2 full banks of high purity silicon. So with that in mind, we're going to have a crafting system up here. Let's see. We're going to have this. This is going to be circuits. Iron is going to be coming in from down here. Basically going to loop this up and then bring the iron in from up here. Okay, so circuitry. Copper is going to be on the outside. It's going to be on the outside because this uses twice as much iron. I'm sure that's not going to be enough distance for 15 of these. We're going uber production nowadays. So this is every second. So on iron, I'm going to do a blue. But copper, I'm going to do a green. So this 1.5 trips per second. That at least that has to be 1 trip per second. It has to be over 1 trip per second in order for this to work. The blue should be fine. 30 cargoes per second. That's fine. And then the output for these we're going to have come this direction. Because there is a metric ton of silicon on this planet as well. So we can do that right here. We're going to come out with that. Actually, let's do a blue. Yeah, let's do a blue. And maybe craft up a handful more of these. So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And there's our full blue belt. Try to be nice with this. Okay, something like that. A nice line of things. Now, we could double this up, which is why I set these off to one side. So if we get a whole nother belt of iron and more copper, we could add a whole nother bank of these and really go crazy. Although I don't know, this is 30 per second. I don't know if these, because this is 2 every second. So these 15 would be 30 a second, which would max this belt out. So we would have to have another belt or take half of the belt and have it go a different direction, which we could do. We could have we could double this up, have half the belt come in here, use that half to craft processors, and the other half to maybe push into a logistic station or some such thing. The tough part would be figuring out where to split this, because 15 divided by 2, it doesn't really, it's 7.5. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, right here We could split it here, but that would be 7 on this side. And if we did another set down here, yeah, it would be tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, yeah. Because, you know, 7 on one side, 8 on the other. That would be tough to manage with the sorters. We could possibly do it, but it would be tough. All right, so power-wise, ooh, I've been using a crap ton of these. Ooh, let's see if one of these. Oh, not even close. We'd have to do 2 of these. Like one there. And one there. Get all that covered. All right, so copper. There we go. What I should actually do is a splitter right here. Like so. Because extra copper is going to have to come down to make processors or whatever that thing is. Not processors themselves with this microcrystalline thing. Okay, so is there silicon anywhere near me? Straight south, there's some. And there's some over here. Not a whole lot over here, though. How much is on the planet? Only 4 million. There are other planets in the system that have a crap ton of silicon. Okay. So just straight south next to this iron. Oh, there's so many resources. Look at titanium, iron, titanium. Look at all the resources down here. I might end up squeezing it maybe over here. That would be tough. Okay. Map. Yeah, this is my foundation system that I built. Using the very small amount of stone that we have down here. Like I'm digging on this stone, and there's some other stone coming from like way up here. And way over here, there's more stone coming in there. And this is my steel. Just a little bit of steel. Okay, so silicon. Here. Where do we want to smelt this? Maybe, see, the further we go down, the more belts it's going to take to build it back up again. I mean, this would be an ideal spot if it wasn't for this line here. And then we got a bunch of, like, there's just ore veins everywhere on this planet. I mean, they're just everywhere. So, yeah, I have a feeling all of this other ore is going to have to be moved. I'm going to get rid of that indicator here. B. It's pointing to my home planet. Home system. Home planet. Remove that indicator. There we go. A little bit better A little less distracting. Yeah, we're gonna need more silica. Three miners I don't think are gonna do it. If we look at the crafting system, high purity, yeah, 30 of these is gonna max that out. So if we go split it right down the middle, 1, 2, 3. I need to go 1, 2, 3, right this way with these. Okay. Smelter. Set to high purity. And we can get away with 30 of these because it's a 2-second craft, right? So we have the ability to do that. I don't know what that other thing is. That 4-second craft, I don't know what that is. I honestly don't know what that is. Never seen that icon before in the game. So no clue what that could be. So we're going to go this way over here. This way over here. But again, this is a 2-second craft and it uses 2, so we still can use 30. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh my goodness, we're really snuggled up against this copper. Which is not good. That right there is all we get. I mean, what I could do, it would be messy, but I could elbow this down, like right in here. So take this for example, and elbow it down. So 1, 2, 3. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13. 14, 15. A little bit messy. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, good. Now for the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13. 14, 15. It's ugly, but it gives me room to mine this copper out, which is a giant vein of copper. All right. So we're gonna clear from here. I'm gonna go up, and you should. Darn. I need to go one more over. Bingo. All right. So this. Something like that. Oh, so ugly. But because we elbowed it, we can get all of that into one giant and we've been going through so many of these. Yeah, not even close to full. Like, not even remotely close to full. We're going to need to find some other silicon. There's barely any more. What was it, down here somewhere? Yeah, there it is. On a little island. I mean, it's over 1 million. I'd rather grab it now. Cover all of the things up. All right. Using that foundation. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add... Try to get all of this in one miner. Okay, and then do it again. Like so. Double the amount of mining on one node. Well, let's try this. Go up. Come out. Go in. I doubt both of these together. What is it? 6 veins. Oh, that's going to be a long belt. It's way over here. So, grab... Already mining that out. Let's go up here. Try to keep snuggled with some of my machinery here. I mean, yeah, I could have used logistics, of course. But why use logistics when belts are so much cooler? All right, so this, each of these is 396. So that's, I mean, it's roughly 800. Roughly 800 a minute. Alright, so the silicon is going to have to come up. Good lord. Where is it going to have to come up? It's going to have to come up somewhere over next to steel. So, how many belts do I have? 166. Up. Over this. This is the only place we can come through. And I know I'm going to need more of these. Auto save. All right, high purity silicon. Somewhere up here. All right, this should. All right, so now that we have that, we can do the microcrystalline component, 1 copper, 2 silicon, every 2 seconds. So that's basically 1 silicon per second and 1/2 copper, which is fine. So I think we can get away with 15 of these as well. Wow, we could actually get away with 30 of these, with that full thing of silicon coming up. And then the processors, I don't even know what the ratio is on those. 2 every 3 seconds. 1 every 2 seconds. So think, come down here a little ways and build one of these microcrystalline components. I'm giving myself plenty of space here for things and stuff. I still haven't brought up the iron. Where's my other iron? There it is. This would help. Now that should actually start crafting. I was like, why aren't these crafting? Oh, yeah, right. I need this iron. All right, let's just make sure these are all... My math is right. They should eventually, but remember, they need 10 inside, so they'll scoop them up until they get those 10, and then it'll even out until this one starts getting exactly what it needs when it needs it. One can only hope. It's close. It's not perfect, but it's close. There we go. Crazy amount of circuits. Like, that's crazy, crazy amount of circuits. Why? I mean, they're just producing so fast. I mean, 60 a minute. It's 1 a second. And we have 15. So that, I mean, that should be exactly 30 per second. For some reason, what I could do is take you and just insert you right in. And then clear this. So it's loading directly into the building. That is so weird. Why? I might need the stacker upgrades. Sorter Scarrow stacking 7. 6, 7. Let's give that a try. I haven't researched anything in a while. All my research is probably shut down in my base. But that should make these grab even more. Not sure what the... I mean, is it going to be just 6 to 7? Doesn't look like this is an infinite research. But anyway, now let's worry about these. We have more copper, which we need to turn off for a second because I need to use a different style. For copper. We have a whole nother copper up here too. Forgot about that one. I could take that and merge it into this, this backside here, and that would, you know, increase vastly the amount of copper that we have available. Okay, so these, I want the output. Well, let's just prototype this really quick. So this, if we add more of these, that's where that would go. There would be 2 belts behind there. There would be room for some power somewhere back here. Okay, so we're going to need power. So about the closest that we can get, I'm gonna move these back down because we're going to have processors in here. Because we're going to have these coming out and then moving down. And then we're going to have processors being made. So we need to actually axe that. Just prototyping this a little bit. So this outside one would be copper, which means we could have another belt here. Processors. No, that's not, that would not work. Because we need power in here, right? So we actually need space for power. So we would need a separate set. So if this is processors here, that means that would be a processor, right? Circuits coming out, going into here with the next thing that we're going to make. Because ideally, we're going to be making quantum chips here because we need so many quantum chips. I do have the next level of assembly machine ready to go, but again, those use quantum chips. So it's kind of why I want to do this. But we are just about at the 40-minute mark, which is crazy. So that's going to be it for this episode. And please hit that like button if you've been enjoying the series so far. And comment down below if you've got something to add. And yeah, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I will see you next time.